Notorious Vanguard.
Knowledge born.
Yeah.
United Front.
Tell it.
What you want, what you want, what you want.
To the Knowledge Radio.
We in here. What
Yo.
you got? Dot.
Work hard as a slave to one day be your savior. The wave unwavering. This is a labor of love. Rise with a purpose every day. Invigorated. If we were on TV, we'd be 10 times syndicated. If we waited for validation, a paycheck or accolades, we'd be starved, already lost or ran away. But when you're square, solid, and your circle too, you don't need a place for silence. The concept is conquered through media, not areas of people activity. A mix that don't lose ethnicity, tightness that don't lose elasticity. Explicitly, this isn't where we give the novice regard. Nah, this is where knowledge is born. Last time that I checked, I'm undefeated. Deliver edicts, can't resist when the gods build and manifest freedom. When lines get crossed, they may push a loss, cause they get handed a check. We kick a can and cancel your cancerous gestures. A prophet vision, precision, the prescription for the sickness is to inoculate your fate with the winning. Arrogant beginnings turn to humble endings. And US with KBA is a win-win. 1K, 1K.
All right, peace and black power family. Welcome to another episode of Do Knowledge Radio, place where knowledge is born. This is your host, Knowledge Born a Lot. And let me do this with the camera, okay? I need y'all to see who we got in the building. I need y'all to understand what's taking place right now. So when we look at the power and manifestation of I am, I need y'all to take that in, okay? Because she is the definition of I am, manifested in our time, the gateway between the two dimensions, the unseen and the seen. She is the veil. You understand what I'm saying? So this I am, she is the manifester and the manifestation. I need y'all to have that understanding when we looking and we hear things like philanthrop. When you look at connections, the community plug, all of that. When you look at, the definition of the African woman, that with the everything, I do a little everything, I do a little bit of everything, all a little something, always working, always motivating, always inspiring, always helping us heal. It becomes my honor and privilege at this time to introduce some, present to others. The I am. Empress Serenity is in the building.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing today?
Welcome to the show. We are honored.
Thank you.
To have you here with us.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for wanting to hear what I have to say, wanting to help me get my mission and my message out there, helping want to build with our community. I appreciate you and thank you for the opportunity. Let's get it. What's up?
I'm equally honored. You understand what I'm saying? I know you go 1,000 miles a minute. You there in the space of the definition of service, from our ancestral realm to our elder realm to our peer group realm, and with the youth. You got everybody all together. The definition of commune, that unity force, that unifying force, that correcting force, that force of power and graciousness. And you make it look easy. I know it ain't easy, but you make it look easy, okay?
So once you align yourself, it get a little easier. It still work, but it get a little easier. When you get around like minds, it get a little easier, just a little easier. It's much work to do, but we have to, in our community, we have to understand that we have to work together to accomplish what it is that we need to accomplish, to build what we need to build, to be able to take care of ourselves and not depend on certain entities to take care of us and provide for us. So, and with everything that's going on in society right now, like we all need to band together. Like if you're doing anything for our community, anything positive, if you have a course or something that you're teaching, if you have something that you can give back and pour into our community, contact me. I have my own space now, which is amazing, because it's like all my manifestations and everything I say and I've spoken, I know it's gonna come into reality. It's here and I'm aligning with it. And I'm here for my people. So when I say I provide opportunities, that's what I do.
Definitely. So if I could ask you, what motivated you to be, and grow into the force that you are in regards to the community plug, providing resources and things like that. What motivated you? What got you started?
Okay, so I've always been the one in the community that if somebody needed somewhere to live, they came to my house. If they needed anything, they came to me. And I've always been the one, anytime I learned something, I would share it with whoever could benefit from it. So I'm a business consultant also, so I can meet someone and they can tell me what they do or what their passion is, or what their dream is, or what their business is. And I could tell them something to do to make them help them get to the next level. I feel like I'm the community plug because I'm the community life coach. Because a lot of times our community doesn't have the support that it needs. A lot of us, my name of my nonprofit is Overlook Creations. I'm gonna start back with that. Name of my nonprofit is Overlook Creations. We provide opportunities for the Overlook community through community development, emergency resources, and social enterprises. So I feel like I'm the community plug, the community network, because everybody comes to me. And because I'm genuine and they feel my energy, then they share what they know with me. So they may not have shared it with their family or their next door neighbor or their coworker, but they'll share it with me. So I gather all this information and then I take it back to my community so they can utilize and benefit off of opportunities that they already don't know about. So I feel like the life coach to the community, the community needs a life coach, because a lot of times when we were growing up, we didn't have the support that we needed. We may have had parents that were on drugs. We may have had parents that were had mental health issues. We may have had parents that were just poor. We may have had parents that just was working all the time and they didn't have time to raise us and pour into us. And a lot of us were latchkey kids. A lot of us raised ourselves. A lot of us raised our siblings. So we know what our community has been through. We know how our men were taken out of the household. We know how crack affected our community. And we know that we are constantly healing. We know that it's a lot of distractions in our community. It's men against women. It's old against young. It's light skin against dark skin. It's Muslims against Christians. It's a whole lot of division in our community when we all about unity. We let others divide us. We let outside sources divide us. We let other people tell us how we're supposed to act and care and treat our people, dictate our lives. We let Hollywood and these movies and these TV shows tell us and brainwash us at how our life is supposed to be. No, we have to think for ourselves. You have to know you are amazing. You are a God and a goddess. Look at all the different ways people come at you to destroy you. Like, it ain't easy. Like, they coming at your food, your water, what you eat, your environment, the air you breathe. Like vaccines, like I'm gonna go there. Like, you want to interview me, I keep it 100. Like, the way they coming at all the weapons that's coming at us, it's like, yo, bam, 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 bam. And then we fighting each other. Like, we gotta pick our fights, and we've been picking the wrong ones. We gotta pick our enemies, and we've been picking the wrong ones. We let our enemies tell us who our enemies are. We let our enemies feed us. We let our enemies teach us. So when our enemies kill us, we surprised. We shocked. We done gave them all the weapons and ammunition. We tell them where we at, like even with social media. Like, you want to back away from social media once you get really, really woke. But then it's like now we set in, it's like our promotions, our marketing. It's like how we contact with everybody, how we network with everybody. But we're still putting all our information out there. And it's like, how can you be protected when it's nothing to protect? It's like it's all gone. Like, you don't have total control of your bank accounts. Like, when you go apply for something simple, they want your whole bank account. Like, when did that start being cool? My whole bank account, my route number, my account number, my like everything. Like, what privacy do you have? Like, I can be in my emails and it's an email I haven't opened in a month. Who controls telling me, oh, you haven't opened this email in a month? Do you want us to delete it? Like, yo, what we doing? Like, it's just so much control, and people really think they have control out here, and you have none. So when you're able to control your household, what you eat, it can be that simple. Controlling what you eat, how you feed yourself, taking control of how you educate your children. It can be that simple instead of having to depend and wait. Like, even with this pandemic, you feel me? It's like people were upset or confused because they had to homeschool their kids or had to teach their kids at home, and the school's closed. Oh, what am I gonna do? How you gonna learn? Like, yo, we were supposed to be doing that anyway. So I'm glad that the circle of people that I was around before COVID, we were already on homeschooling. We was already on farms and gardening and community living and sister wives. Like, we were already on what it's going to take to survive, because it's a lot going on. So with my nonprofit, I provide opportunities for the overlooked community through community development, emergency resources, and social enterprises. So I'm gonna go to the emergency resources. So for emergency resources, it may be like, I tell anybody if they're going through something and they're homeless or whatever, and they're looking for somewhere to stay, and you'll go stay at a hotel. Okay, the hotel gonna eat your money up. Instead of going to the hotel, you can go to an Airbnb. It's much cheaper. And then they even have like pad split, where you can register with them and you can stay there and you're sharing a beautiful home. So it's different options and sources, resources that I share with the community to help them in whatever situation, wherever they're at in life. I can help you get to the next level. I can give you the resources. I'm not gonna say I am a healer, but I'm gonna give you tools to heal yourself. So all about us learning how to eat healthy. I'm proud to say that I am a over 90-day vegan.
Clapping that up for you. Clapping it up.
You feel me? Because then it's like, I'm doing the plant-based this, plant-based that. That's still man-made. And then they got a bunch of soy in it. They got this in it. They got wheat. It's like, what we supposed to be eating? So like, I'm looking more into the, I'm like, if I'm gonna eat plant-based, if I'm gonna eat like the fake bacon and the plant-based sausage and the plant-based this and the plant-based pork chop, like what we doing? So I'm very, very much so interested in the mushrooms and how to make that the meat. Jackfruit, and so I'm learning, and I'm glad that my business that I have a new partner, and she is excellent when it comes to the vegan, and I'm so ready to be connected and learn from her and be able to teach our community. I'm connected with the food forest in Atlanta. I'm connected with a couple of other a couple of other farms, and we give out food and stuff, and we could bring the youth out there, teach them different things, show them how to grow food. I have a tote program. Everybody don't have a big backyard. Everybody don't have a yard where they can garden. So I teach them how they can garden in a tote. Everybody got a tote in their house. Tote costs $5. Get that tote, get some soil, get some seeds, you got a garden. And you're able to grow your own food. So we have to start instilling in our children. McDonald's shut down. It's a pandemic. They closed everything. People losing their mind, how I'm gonna eat. Like, that's sad. That's really, really sad. So I want to provide the opportunities to teach us what we should have already known, what we did know, what our ancestors knew, what we originally did, and bring it back full circle.
Let me clap that up for a second. And she still did not mention everything that she does in detail. She just gave us a little overview. You understand what I'm saying?
Like, I didn't get everything. That was just a sample.
Right, a little sample. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so you provide empowerment in so many facets and shapes. Let's focus for 1 second on the business, because you deal with business creation, business credit, things like that. What do we need to know? I know it's a lot of, smart brothers and sisters, got ingenuity, they got initiative, they got drive, they got heart, but most of us don't know what we don't know. So let's talk about business.
So with business, we know we weren't taught that in high school and middle school when we should have been taught it. We know that. We weren't taught how important our credit is, because it's the way they judge us and it's the way they keep us out of society. So it's part of the plan also. Because like, you can't live in certain communities if your credit's bad. Now you can't get certain jobs if your credit's bad. So we, with business, we have to get back to generational wealth building. So with that, as families having business, like, it's a lot of us that have family members that have business. We don't even know what their business is. We don't support their business. But let Jay-Z, Beyonce, Lil Wayne, anybody, T.I., anybody come out with something new, everybody full force support it. But you got people right in your household sharing your same blood, and you not supporting. You don't even know they got a business. They done had a business 5 years. You ain't don't know it, and you buying their product from somebody else. So we have to find out what it is in our family that we sell, that we make, what businesses we have, what startup businesses can we do amongst each other in our family, what businesses do we already have that we can support in our family to make sure that business don't fall. Because like when COVID hit, it shut down a lot of mom and pop shops. And a lot of people don't want to go to work. You can't get no employees. Everybody sitting home waiting on unemployment, waiting for the government next handout, waiting for them to tell you what they're going to do, waiting for the next canteen check while you're on house arrest. Like, I keep it 100. So it's like we have to be able to care for ourselves. We have to be able to feed ourselves. We have to be able to produce our own income and our own wealth. And I know a lot of us have been taught to be good employees. We teach our children to be good employees. We tell them to go to college, get a degree, and be a good employee, get a good job. We forgot all about be a boss, own something, employ somebody, bring somebody, uplift somebody out of this community that you know just needs somebody to grab their hand. They have no support in their household. They have no support in their family. Their whole family may be either drug addicts, molesters, pedophiles, just don't care, crazy, deranged, all kinds of stuff. You never know what anybody is going through. That's why I separate people from their behavior. I can see somebody may say they did something terrible and they just don't want to deal with that person. But I can see that person and I can see their behavior. And you never know what anybody went through. And we're taught how to behave. This is our reaction to life. This is us taking everything that we have been through, and this may be how you protect yourself. So with our community, it is so much healing. And we need to first admit that we need to heal. Women need to heal, men need to heal. We done been bad to them, they done been bad to us. We done misled, we done did a whole lot of stuff with each other. We done let other nationalities or other cultures separate and break down the very first family. So that part has to be repaired. And I don't care what type of family you got, as long as it's a family and you're building and you're growing. So I don't want to offend anybody, because we all can care for somebody, take care of somebody, build and pour into our community, have children, raise children, adopt children, build and do what we need to do for our community. So just want to clear that out. So, and I really do feel like we have a lot of nonprofits, and I don't want a lot of nonprofits to become like a lot of churches. Like we got a church on every corner, but what are we really doing? Everybody want their own. Mine. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. It's my church, it's my nonprofit, it's my church, it's my nonprofit. Okay, we got 10 nonprofits that's feeding the homeless, that's feeding the homeless. Why we still got all these homeless, hungry people? So what can we do? What can these same 10 nonprofits do together to solve, to come up with solutions, not just feed somebody? I don't want anybody to come to my nonprofit, to come to my program, or to come to a feeding that I do for the community and be able to come back to me in 5 years and say, thank you. You feed us every year. We really appreciate you. No, not with my nonprofit, because I'm going to give you some skills. I'm going to show you how to be, you do this, what you do. Okay, you know how to cook? Okay, so you got this food today. You can go get you some food. You can go cook. You can go vend. You can go sell the items. What's the best thing you cook? You make a great apple pie, a pecan pie, a pumpkin pie, a vegan dish, whatever it is you make. Okay, create that. Find your customer base, sell that. And what I tell the fathers when it comes to business, you behind on child support, you owe child support, you worried about child support, somebody on your shoulder, the police about to take your license, you about to get locked up behind child support, which is totally ridiculous to me. How am I supposed to care for a child if I don't have no license to get to work? How am I supposed to care for a child if I'm locked up, now I got a felony? How am I supposed to care for a child if I'm incarcerated and now I got criminal charges? Like, that's another topic. So what I tell fathers business-wise, get your youth, start a business. Even if you start off with a grill, stand on the side of the road, sell hot dogs, whatever. Have your child out there. You not only have a business, starting economic empowerment, you spending time with your child. So you covering all of that. And your child helping you pay your child support. We're going to keep it 100. You feel me? So it's solutions to what we're going through in our community. So I get not upset. I know people on different frequencies that way. Yeah. So, but it's so much we can do to solve so many issues that we have, because we don't have problems. We just lack solutions to what we have going on and the unity that it takes. Like, it's ridiculous that we don't own the hair supply stores in our community. It's ridiculous that we don't own the gas stations in our community, and we allow people to tell us that our community is poor, but other nationalities come to our community and become millionaires. come and roll up in our poorest communities that they say are poor with their Benz and their Lexus. You wouldn't start a business where you wouldn't make no money. So once our community realized that we spend $1 trillion shopping, $1 trillion shopping, not building, not networking, not pouring back into your brother sister business. That's what we giving to others. Like the dollar in our community leaves our community within 7 seconds. But in everybody else's community, it goes around 7 times. Like we don't, you have to, one thing with small businesses, you want to spend where you shop. You want to have a product that the people are going to spend. So if we go to the hair supply store and the owners look nothing like you, and every product in there is for you, but they will not patronize any businesses that you have. And don't nobody see nothing wrong with that? Don't nobody understand that we have to own something. And then we can't get mad when somebody comes into our community and buy it up. Because them same raggedy buildings been there this whole time. Just like we got all these barbershops, all these salons, we can own some other stuff. And we can work together to own some other stuff. We should at least own a convenience store in every community. You want to rep a hood? You want to claim a set? We don't even own a convenience store in that community or their hood. Like stuff has to make sense. Like sometimes we have to sit back and take responsibility for what I know we brainwash. I know everything is against us, but we are against ourselves often. So we need to heal within our community instead of killing each other so fast and quick in our community because somebody stepped on your joys. But you'll let somebody shoot up your whole community that don't look like you and just take a picture of it. So it's so much that needs to be done. It's so much healing that needs to be done. And it's going to start, it has to start with a conversation. It has to. It has to start with networking. It has to start with a way to create funds, a way to create affordable housing, a way to create businesses. It has to. We have to build our credit. We have to help each other repair our credit. We have to go into partnerships with each other to start businesses. Our community needs everything. We need our own factories. Even though you say you're a business owner, where do you get your supplies from? Do we own that? Everything's still coming from China. Like, do we own? What do we own? Like, we need to own it from the rooter to the tutor. And we are able to do that. And it's people out here doing that. It's not, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to take away from nobody, because it's people out here doing the work. It's definitely people out here in the background doing the work. And there's a lot of people in the front, but it's more work that needs to be done, and it's more unite that needs to be done. And I see a lot more on the fence people that feel like nothing's wrong. Oh, I can't change anything. Let it be. That irritates me to my soul and all our ancestors. Never let it be, because if they let it be, if our ancestors would have just let it be, what would we be doing right now? They fought. We can't give up. We can't just stop. And we can't just wait for something to happen. We can't just wait for somebody to get murdered and then we want to go march. I'm so over. We shall overcome. When? We should overcome this marching and do some real uniting, some real building. Because all that energy and that time and that money that be spent on something that be a phase that lasts for a day or two, a week or 3, a month. Like back in the day, they did the bus, the boycott on the bus, they last a year. What have we boycotted in a year? Our people. We get mad at Gucci for a day. We ain't wearing Gucci this week. Turn around next week, every rapper got Gucci from head to toe, wrapped up, and all their children got Gucci, the hair bow Gucci, the shoes Gucci, their watch Gucci, the shirt Gucci, the car wrapped up in Gucci, their bedroom wall interior Gucci. Like, what we doing? And instead of supporting our people that create businesses and platforms, we don't want to support their shoes. We don't want to support their brand. We don't want to support their clothes. We want to laugh at that. We want to laugh at South Pole. We want to laugh at stuff like that, you know, instead of building and supporting. It's like, it's so many simple solutions.
So let's talk about, we went from business and you spoke about it throughout. So let's talk about healing. You know, who heals the healer and how does the healing process begin within? What's up?
Okay, the healing process began when you look yourself in the mirror and you face what you do. You accept what role you play in your life. You accept your responsibilities. Because all of us can have a sad story. All of us had a childhood. All of us have been through something. And I choose not to tell my why. Why do you care? What happened to you? What was your rock bottom? We don't even want to go there. I'm telling you, like, once I get it, when I tell this story, once it gets out there, it's gonna be like people, like, even when they just get a little bit of it, they be like, and you still so happy, and you make sure everybody feels good around you, and you change the energy in the room, like, and we're able to do that. We're able to do that. That's part of healing. Because it's like some people be like, misery loves company. No, they just hurt and they don't know how to heal. So they live in a toxic life because that's what they know how to do. A lot of us are educated and intellectual, but we retarded when it comes to emotionals. Emotionally retarded. We don't know how to have a conversation. We don't know how to have a disagreement. We don't know how to sit down and talk and hash something out. We want to kill each other, separate, we not supporting them no more, or we over this, and we don't want, it's like we want inclusive to something, and then yet we want to keep people out. And I'm so confused with that. It's so with the healing, I make natural products. I make shea butter, bath salt, or rice water, hair oil, hand scrub, bath salt. Did I say bath salt? I have like a sports bath salt. I have a milk bath, black soap. Like everything that I have is healing. And then I do herbs, and I'm going to be doing teas soon at my new location. So I feel like if you put toxic in, toxic gonna come out. So we need to put more healing in, more natural, more herbs, more vitamins, more stuff that we need. Like the food we eat is not healthy. And then you'll go get something and buy something healthy and think it's healthy. Or you even prepare a whole healthy meal and then you put it in the microwave. Once you put it in the microwave, it done nuked all the vitamins, the nutrients, everything that was in it is gone. Plus you got some extra radiation in your house. So we really have to see what it is. Like we take a lot of times, we'll take something and think it's a convenience, and it's not really a convenience. It may be convenient, but it's not healthy. In the long run, it's not healthy. Just like somebody will say they want to eat healthy, but it costs too much. But you don't eat healthy, you eat junk food or you eat cheap food, and then you got diabetes or high blood pressure or something. And then that's going to cost you in the end because now you got to go to the doctor. You got to pay for the doctor bills. You might get your leg cut off. Not speaking that in nobody's life, but you might have to get your leg amputated. Now you got to deal with that. You got to get a wheelchair. It's like, so you're paying for it either way. So why not go ahead and get what you need and be healthy in the beginning so you don't have to go deal with that. And then a lot of times we'll say, oh, diabetes running my family. No, it don't. Your eating habits run in your family. The way you eat runs in your family. So if this is poisonous and you eat it and you cook it just like your grandma cooked it and you feeding it to your kids just like your grandma cooked it, and grandma died from a heart attack and you got heart problems, and then your baby's overweight and they don't want to run, exercise, do nothing. So we have to look at what position we play, because like back in the day we had no choice of what we ate. We ate the scraps. We ate what they threw out. We have a choice now, and we still taking the scraps. I'm gonna let that sink in. Okay, so healing comes with being healthy. The first word, the first four letters in healthy is heal. So mentally healing, physically healing, spiritually healing, whatever your spirituality is. I didn't say religious because I'm not religious, churchy, hallelujah, praise the Lord. I'm not like that, but I am spiritual. I do believe in a higher being, and I do believe we are gods and goddess, and I do believe we are powerful, and I do believe we manifest. And just like they say, your tongue is life or death, we have to watch what we speak over our children. If you say your child is no good, they ain't gonna be nothing. They're gonna be just like they no good daddy. And then when they become out like they no good daddy, then why you mad? And then why you say daddy no good? You picked them. Did you talk to him? What he need? What kind of healing did he need? Did y'all heal before y'all created a family? Like all of that type stuff. All of that needs to be taking place. And then we can't keep using each other and putting each other down. Not in our community. In our community, our music, what other nationality, other music gender that they put down each other drastically. They calling you the B word, you this, you that, you ain't nothing. Oh, I'm just gonna use you. I want your money. Oh, I'm gonna sleep with your mama, your niece, your cousin. I'm gonna hit them all. And then you talking to your homeboy. Yeah, I slept with your girl. Like, we're putting all this negativity out there for why? Why? We are so much more and so deep that we just been blindfolded to just thinking that we are one or two things. Oh no. So healing is healing. Healing is healing from your childhood. Healing is shadow work. Healing is what triggers you. If you don't know what you may be healing from, just look at yourself as an adult. What makes you mad? What conversation, what room would you in? What happens and it triggers you and you instantly upset? That's something that you need to heal from. So you need to get to the root of that, of why it is that you're triggered, why it is that you go off when somebody late for an appointment, or somebody said they was gonna pick you up and they ain't on time, and you mad, cussing them out, going off, ready to kill them. When it really, in actuality, you dealing with abandonment issues from your childhood, where maybe your mom or dad didn't show up to pick you up when they said they was. So that's part of healing. Knowing why we act the way we act and why we react the way we act. Know why we act the way we act and why we react the way we react. That's part of healing. Self-esteem, knowing that you can do something, knowing that you make a difference, knowing that your voice is heard. That's healing. Because a lot of times we feel like our skin is looked at as a weapon. So we know our voice is not heard. And just like with a lot of women, melanated women, y'all, they're quick to say we're angry. Oh, this angry woman. Like, we're the creators of all of this. Yes, we angry. We're very upset because we are the most disrespected on this earth. We are. And then we turn around and disrespect our men because somebody else culture told us that's what we're supposed to do. Because they're not living up to your expectation after you done locked them up, after you denied his credit, after you denied him that business loan to get his dream business off the ground, after you done made sure he had a felony by 13, so now he can't do this, can't do that, can't do this. But now you want him up on this pedestal, and then we supposed to be kicking dirt on you when we like, you don't see all of that? Like me, going back to business, me as a business consultant, and I help people find grants and loans and different things like that. So I had a gentleman, he wanted me to help him find a business loan for men. When I tell you, they weren't there. It was so many business loans, startup loans funded for women. It was an overflow, but it was none for our melanated men. So that's one of the things that I do with my nonprofit. Like I do a Father's Day event, a fundraiser cookout for fathers on Father's Day. I do a back to school event for the fathers, and I give them the book bags, the backpacks, so they can give to the children. That is some of the things that we want to continue to do. We want to be able to supply our fathers with what they need to care for their children. We don't want to put them down. We don't want to talk about them. We're here to provide solutions. Period. Because a lot of times, to keep it 100, a lot of moms wouldn't be able to take care of their kids if they wasn't getting Section 8, food stamp, welfare, Medicaid, paid for child care, and all of that. Like, we got to speak on everything if we're going to really heal in our community. So don't call him a deadbeat when you got 100 resources that he don't have access to care for that same child. So that's healing also in our community. The healing list goes on and on and on and on. But educating our children, definitely. You can't be mad and expect somebody else to educate them, and then you like, I don't know who that child is. I don't know where they got that from. You know, and I'm glad that I have the relationship that I have with my children. It never been an easy road. I've been a mom since 14. I was born to a mother of, my mom was 12 when she got pregnant. When she was 13 when she gave birth to me, and I had my son at 14. So, you know, that I had to help with my siblings. So by 9, I was taking care of my younger brother and sister. And so it's like, we are healing from so much, and there's so much brokenness. And it's like, it takes a village. It takes so much repair from what we need that we don't really have no time to be fighting and arguing with each other. We don't have time for the nonsense. And I know everybody not gonna get it. Everybody ain't a certain level. Some people is already too far gone, and I don't have time to be trying to convince anybody that you need to step up and take care of your business and be able to care for and protect and feed, at least feed your family. You start with there. You can start with that. It's just as simple as that. Just ask yourself, am I able to provide food? If McDonald's and the grocery store closed right now, how could I feed my family? How? Like they just said, it was a chicken shortage. And a lot of times this stuff be like tests. Like, oh, it's a gas shortage this week. Let's see how they act. Oh, it's a toilet paper shortage this week. Let's see how they act. Oh, okay. So then they run out and buy up all of that. And then what? So now we have a chicken shortage. So I had somebody, they told me they went to the store. They went out on a regular, go out and eat, carry out type thing. They got 12 chicken wings and a fry. They said they got their receipt and it was $30. They said they was confused. And the person told them, the store told them, oh, it's a shortage on chicken. The chicken went up. Like, it's like, it's so much that the healing, yes, it's a lot we need to do. It's definitely like on and on and on going.
So my other question was, who heals the healer? With everything going on, the healers that are out here that are making themselves available to help people work through the trauma. Is there a healing circle for the healers specifically that they can go heal? They can go be made whole and put back together. You taking on stuff from other people. This is an occupational hazard, walking with somebody with anything that we doing, especially our sisters out here, the loving, the kindness and the things that, you impart.
The energy of some of the stuff that you are out here dealing with. You definitely do. And you definitely have to have a circle that's pouring back into you. So that's why I make sure everybody that's in my circle, we 100. It's like we here for each other. You may be going through something right now. I may be going through something right now. And I may, because I'm usually older than most of the ones that are in my healing circle. So I may become an auntie or a mommy figure. And I'm okay with that. So it's like we have to heal ourselves. So I surround myself with like plants. I do crystal healing. I have crystals. I work with crystals. I make crystals. I have a program for the youth about crystals. I surround myself with healing things. I make sure I'm eating healthy. I'm making sure I medicate myself. That's how I heal. I heal within. I put healthy stuff in me and I surround myself with healthy people doing healthy things. So it is definitely circles. It's definitely, we do have sister circles. We do have healing circles. We do get together and do stuff. And it's definitely needed to do more often. But yeah, it's definitely, we have to. It's a lot going on out here. And we have to regroup to be able to keep doing what it is that we do.
Now you got this definition of balance going on. You got this poet and comedian stuff going on also, and the published author. I need to know some stuff about some stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
because you're working with the analytics and all of that, and now
I haven't
you're working.
published any of my books yet. I'm looking for illustrators. So I had put out there, I think it was last year, that if it was any artists out there that wanted their work to be out there, I wanted them to send me their work, and I was gonna put it in my book. I had nobody send me any work. So my daughter's an artist. So she's a therapist. She has a master's in education, a master's in mental health. She has a bachelor's in psychology. My daughter, this how. But so
hey, clap it up for the thing. Hey, we love her. You understand?
Yeah, but I forgot what I was saying now. What was your question?
I was talking about the other part, in regards to the poetry, the comedy, things like that. Published author, you was talking about that.
Okay, so with that, I tried to stand-up comedy in Atlanta, but it won't no respect. I ain't gonna say it like that, but it's like that. It was like they had open mic, you could sign up, show up, go up, and then it's like you get there, and it was like, oh, somebody famous came into town, oh, they was just on BET, oh, they was just in a movie, oh, I'm gonna let them go, oh, I'm gonna let them go, oh, I'm gonna let them go. And then you turn around and be like, oh, I got you next week. And you be like, okay. And then I went to one comedy club one time, and it was 19 comedians. They gave us one pitcher of beer. One pitcher of beer. They didn't even give us a basket of French fries. Like, come on. And that was the toughest room to do because nobody else was there. It was a room full of comedians. Now, trying to make another comedian laugh, I don't care how funny we are. They'll be like something. Yeah, all right. They not gonna laugh like it's like a competition, like they gonna hold it in. So for to make another comedian laugh, like that's like yo, I did that. So with the poetry, it's more like because I do so many things and my mind is so full and always running, it's like some may not consider you like a spoken words person if you read your poetry or looking at it on your phone and that like that. So that is one of my personal goals to like be able to memorize and learn my work. So I can, put all, do all my other stuff that I do when I'm alone and I be spitting that stuff. So it's now that I have a space, I'm able to do that. I'm gonna be hosting open mics. One of my other programs with the nonprofit is PPP. So my PPP is passion, purpose, and profit. So a lot of times people don't know what their passion is, what their purpose is. So I help them find that, and I help them make a profit off of it. So that's one of the things with business. I have a landscape business. I have a landscape your future program, and the way I have the landscape your future program, it's like a play on words where it's you can go through life and it can look horrible when you look back at your life or wherever you live in at whatever situation you're going through, you can look at it and the landscape of it looks horrible. But you have the ability and the tools to change that landscape. So with my program, I'm teaching you how the business of landscaping, and I'm showing you how you can landscape your life to the life that you want. So I teach them how to be business owners. I teach them how to go out and get customers, go out and get contracts. And it's another way to help single fathers. Because we can sit down together, find the contracts. You can go cut the grass. I can get the tools. So it's solutions out here. Now that I have one particular space that I'm gonna be at, I'm be able to, fully operate my programs, have people come in and really do what I've been manifesting. So I'm happy about that. I'm excited about that. What else? I will be I plan to be published within the next few months. Yes, but definitely want to get back to more of my creative side and my healing. But it's a lot I have to do for this community. Put a lot of stuff in place, and then I can do that. So that's the balance of it. So it's like I'm not fully focused on the art part of me. I'm more focused on my community right here. We at war, right? Like it's stuff popping off. Like I need to focus on that. But like my passion is, it is the my poetry. I'm funny, my comedy, and I do need to work on that more so I can be excelled in that. So, and then I end up being like, because I don't have the time to devote to it, then I'm promoting and supporting other people and like more like sitting in the background and looking and, chilling. But, and then be like, I can do that. Now I do that, but I'm doing this right now. So, and then I think some people may feel like, some people, that's all they do. Say it may be a poet. That's all they do. They're a poet. So they live, sleep, dream, breathe poetry. So of course, that stuff like that. But then when somebody doing like 10 other things, it's like, okay, wait a minute, what it say? Let me read. You feel me? So it's like, it's something, you feel me? It's what it is.
The power of scheduling and being consistent with yourself. If that's a part of your passion, find your 15 minutes. Yeah, find your 15 minutes.
Look, now I'm able to do that because I'm gonna offer that in my location. So
right.
I can host. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna look out for the comedians when they come there. I'm gonna give you more than one picture of beer. I might not have no beer, but I might have some tea. I'm gonna give you some tea. You can at least have your own cup of tea.
Yeah, just
at least have your own cup of tea. I might have a vegan wrap for you or something. I might have something.
Right.
But definitely some healing products. And one of the ways that people can support my organization is they can support us through purchasing, donation, our products. We do like the natural products. We do the jewelry. We do waist beads, necklaces, rings, copper rings, and we need copper. Copper is healing. The crystals are healing. They have their own. That's another whole thing that I get into with people that are interested in that. But definitely it's a lot of opportunities, and I have a lot of opportunities, and I'm just, when I put stuff out there, I really appreciate it if people get back with me. I know a lot of people are busy, a lot of people are doing 100 things, I know that, but it's like we really need to sit down and see what people have in place and what they're able to do so we can build, because it might be something that you're trying to do that I'm already doing, or already got to connect, and I can plug you right in, and I can save you like 2 years worth of work. So we really have to start seeing how we can plug in with each other, make each other better people, better businesses, better humans, better family members, better friends, better lovers, better husbands, better wives, better kids, better all of that. So it's a lot when it with the healing, with the community, and with having a nonprofit, and with being I feel like I went from being a social worker to a business person. So it's like I have my products, I got like 5 different sizes, so I can make sure everybody can afford it no matter what their budget is. So I would have like a $20 bottle of bath salt all the way down to like a $5 bottle of bath salt. And then somebody be like, well, why don't you just get one size? I'd be like, no, because I remember going somewhere, being at an event, being somewhere, and I want something. And I really was like, I really want that. But it really costs too much. So, and a lot of us don't do, like, we won't get the healing natural oils for our skin because it may cost $12 a bottle, but we'll go get some watered down something from Family Dollar that got some cancer causing agents in it. So we really have to invest in ourselves and our body, and that's another way to invest in yourself and your health and self-love.
Definitely. I am definitely honored that you took some time out your schedule. I know you took some time away from something else to be
I
over
did.
here
I
with me.
got somebody waiting on me
You
that just came in from Charlotte, and I just got my
yes,
store, so the inspector on the way.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
but I said this
yes.
is healing too, because I said I need to take time to do this, and you was like Empress, what's up, Empress? So yeah, definitely, you definitely have to make time to be able to get out what you're doing to the community so you can do more. And I thank you for the opportunity, and I look forward to doing another interview, update, see how we can collaborate ourselves, and when you can
Of
come to
course.
Atlanta.
Yes, yes, yes. You already know it. Thank you for your time. Thank
You're
you for them
welcome.
jewels and them gems. You got any final thoughts? Reemphasize one more time where people can find you and how they can support you and, connect with you where you are.
Okay, so our website is overlookcreations.org. That's www.overlookcreations's.org. Okay, our IG is Overlook Creations. My other IG is Empress underscore Serenity. So if you go to Empress underscore Serenity underscore, you definitely will find out what I'm doing, keep up with. I post events, I post other people events, I post poetry showcases. If anybody else doing a fundraiser, I post their stuff. So you pretty much can keep up with the community, and I'm always sharing what everybody is doing. I feel like that's what we all need to be doing. So there you go. Thank you. And we do it at the beginning of our website. You'll see the text donate. We have a text donate. I pay for the text donate every month. The text donate costing me more than what I'm getting donated, but I ain't gonna say nothing. But that's on me too, because I need to market it more. But definitely, that website looking pretty. Yes. So you definitely can find out what we're doing. And we also have mental health services. We have a licensed therapist on board. If you have insurance and you're in the state, you have to go on our website, send a message to our therapist, and she can see if she can take care of you or take your insurance in that state. And if not, what service she can provide on like a sliding scale or whatever, how we can provide, or either provide other community resources for you to still get you the help that you need. And we just had an event where our mental health director came out and spoke about anxiety. And we also have a blog on our website with all kinds of resources for mental health to help you keep it together, to help you survive during the COVID, to help you with different issues that you may be going through with your kids, all types of stuff. And we're also located in Newark, New Jersey, in Washington, D.C., and Atlanta, Georgia. So it's a lot going on. I'm willing to collaborate. I have a lot of partners. I have a lot of information, I have a lot of knowledge, and I don't mind sharing it and building it. I'm also a consultant. I'm the community plug, but the electric bill got to be paid too now. So I don't mind sharing. Like all this information I just gave y'all today, the $1 million information. So I do expect somebody to hit that donation, donate the Overlook Creation. Go to the website at the top of it. You also can support us through Amazon. When you shop at Amazon, you can put our nonprofit. And when you shop, it'll donate 5% to our nonprofit. You also can shop at the different locations. When you go to my IG page, you will see the other stores that we at. I'm She, that's in East Atlanta. Natural Creation, which is in Southwest Atlanta. And it's not, I'm trying to think of everything, not miss nothing. But Family Production, it is a wonderful place. You can go there. They're doing filming, $10 pictures, headshots, backgrounds, everything very professional. It's amazing. And that's at Stone Mountain International Market. And then I have my own location, which is 5455 Riverdale Road, College Park, Georgia, 30349. I just got the keys in the last 2 weeks. I just got the lights on yesterday. So trust me, it's going to be on.
Clap that up. Okay,
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you posting my website like that too.
That's love. You already know what it is over here. Okay.
Thank you.
We looking out for the lookout. Okay.
I appreciate that. Now that part is that part for me. That part.
Thank you for your time. This is your home. You can keep this, put it wherever you need to put it. You want to chop it up, whatever, however you want to do it, and use it as a marketing tool. You see what I'm saying?
Most definitely. I appreciate that. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. I know you're on the grind. Back to the
I'm about to go right now. I appreciate it.
All right.
All right. And love. Peace and love. Hey, everybody that was watching. I love y'all. I miss my grannies. Peace and blessings. Support Overlook Creations. We out here. We working. We doing it. We here for the community. Follow me on IG, Empress _Serenity __. Follow me on IG.
All right, y'all. Support the Empress. She out here in the trenches making these things happen. All right. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. This is the hub and the space for you to get everything in place that you need to self-sustain, to support, to heal, the motivation and inspiration. Get back to your African self and family. If you like what you heard, subscribe to the show here, www.youtube.com/Do the Knowledge Radio. Like I said at the bottom, okay, DOTHA, because I know y'all be putting that E. I don't know who y'all be looking for, okay? Don't let that autocorrect get you, corrected. DOTHA, KNOWLEDGERADIO. I want to thank our Empress of Serenity, our Empress of Peace, our Empress of Correction and Motivation for coming through, dropping some jewels on us. And, support. Y'all see what's going on. So support, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Y'all know what we're doing out in the community. We've been feeding, 100 children for the last year, 5 days a week, 1 meal a day. You understand what I'm saying? Looking out for the elders in the community, making sure that they have what they need, and uplifting and motivating, families in different positions. So, support the supporters. Support the supporters. Okay, one more time for our Empress before we get up out of here. And we about to go. Just like that, okay? We came, we saw, we inspired, we motivated, and we kicked some behind, Kept it accountable. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. That in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that? No more. This man's mind is open. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a. Let's get back to the
motive is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.